Welcome back to Buff Entertainment.
We're finally back.
Yep, hope you had a great New Year and Christmas.
Yep, I sure did.
Yeah, we're recording this the first weekend we got back, so whenever this gets uploaded,
It's probably gonna be either later this week or next week.
yeah. So just know this is we recorded this the week we got back. Anyway, we want to quickly advertise two new shows that CBN is producing.
Because we desperately need money. We need funding for the show.
Don't let them know you're desperate. Don't let them know you're desperate. They'll send loan sharks.
Okay.
Anyway, Try Something New is a great new show produced by our fellow classmates, trying different clubs and activities just to see if, you want to see if you want to try it. They've already done an episode on engineering. I think their next episode might be dance. Who knows?
Or
Hint,
choir. They were talking around about
knows?
those two.
Who knows?
So
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Anyway, Senior Spotlight, the hosts were our fellow classmates, seniors by the way, interview other seniors, seeing how they feel about things. It's a great show. So far, I want to say one episode out already.
Probably.
To my knowledge, there might
Either one or two.
Yeah, so just check that out whenever you get the time. Great shows. I personally recommend them. Anyway,
Great quality like ours.
oh yeah, wonderful quality. Actually, I'd say even better than ours.
Probably better.
Anyway, now to get on to the main topic that you all tuned in for.
Yep.
Video games.
There's a whole lot that happened during Christmas break.
Oh yes, 2025 is gonna be stacked. Potential
we-
GTA 6 release, maybe.
It should be in 2025. New Marvel Rivals update.
Oh,
went out.
yeah.
They finally entered season 1, and we're getting 4 new characters.
Which is wild.
We've already gotten half of the characters, half new characters,
And
half of the amount of new characters that
Overwatch
Overwatch has added in a total of 4 years.
Yeah, no, that's wild. The Marvel Rivals is gonna kill Overwatch. Overwatch is
yeah.
dead. It's gone.
No.
Who still
The
plays
internet.
Shut
Those dark
No,
sides.
no. We're not talking about that. Anyway, back to positive news on video game releases. GTA 6. It's probably gonna get delayed. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe. Who knows? We'll
I'm
see.
hoping, personally, and this is just like my one hope for the story, the gameplay could be the exact same as GTA 5, but if it doesn't have a story as good as Red Dead Redemption 2's, I mean, it doesn't have to be as good as Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
You're never gonna top that. That's like
Oh yeah, that was
peak
peak
storytelling.
story.
Honestly, peak storytelling.
Exactly.
But if it's as good as that, or even the first Red Dead Redemption story, I'm gonna be happy with it. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh yeah.
The gameplay could be the exact same as GTA 4 or GTA 5, but as long as that story's good, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'd still play it. Now, another game that's releasing that might get some people excited: Doom: The Dark Ages.
New Doom game.
I cannot wait.
What has
that
it
one.
been, like 4 or 5?
It's about 4 years, roughly.
4 years?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, like 3.
Because I think the last game was
Eternal and
Doom Eternal, and that came out like 3-4 years ago.
yeah, and then they had the Ancient Gods DLC, which was very fun. I enjoyed it. It was basically a whole new campaign. Very
Which is
fun.
good. That's,
Oh, yeah,
that's what you
absolutely.
should do with DLCs.
Oh yeah, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, it's
like
gonna
a-
be fire.
Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Okay, I feel Shadow of the
Erd Tree.
Erd Tree is a bit overhyped. I'm gonna be honest. The world space is a bit too empty for my liking.
That is kind of fair.
But
again,
the boss
it's-
fight designs are really cool though. I will give it that.
it's basically like a whole nother.
Map, but it's a really empty comparison to the base game.
Oh yeah.
But the combat's still very fun, and the new stances and fighting styles very much cool. I think they've hit the peak of what they can accomplish with Elden Ring. I'm excited for the new Elden Ring.
Oh yeah,
game.
it's like I think it's like Elder Scrolls or something.
No, I
Mixed
think
with
it's-
Elden Ring.
I think it's gonna be more of a roguelike, like Elder Scrolls Blades,
Yeah.
or I don't. There's not really a lot of.
We're still yet to see what it.
There's
what
not
it can be.
there's not a lot of insane roguelikes that are like super. I mean, I guess if I had to draw a comparison to a roguelike that's a or just hell, even a roguelike that isn't just a 2D side scroller,
Oh, yeah.
like I'd have to say it might be similar-ish to Death Note and the roguelike elements. Like you keep on going over.
Death Note.
Not Death Note. I forget the. Basically, you die, you start the day over. It was basically Groundhog's Day,
Oh.
and you had to kill all these people in like one day with a specific amount of time. Really cool. Basically, the more times you died, the more It's death,
Death.
time death, or death time. Split time.
No, it's not the one with the Grim Reaper because that one's a 2D side scroller.
Yeah, but there's a lot of good. Better example of a
3D.
3D side scroller
Well-
that's more similar to like a Souls game. Risk of Rain 2.
I've heard a lot of Risk of Rain. I've never played it before though.
I plan to buy it eventually once it's on like sale. I think it's on
Yeah.
sale right now for like $23. Anyway, I'm probably gonna
Probably.
buy that. Basically, it's a roguelike, but it's a
Mhm.
third-person roguelike, and so I don't want to say basically Elden Ring because Elden Ring is not a roguelike.
But it's pretty close.
I don't know. I'm hoping they can do it well, but if it sucks, I'm gonna.
Oh,
be
that's
so
gonna.
mad.
People are still gonna buy it though because it's a From Software game. It's gonna
If-
be at least decent.
If it's better than Dark Souls 2, I'm happy.
Yeah, because Dark Souls 2 is I think one. It's the weakest game.
A lot of
In
people
all of
seem to change it, fluctuate. Like Dark Souls 3 is the weakest, or
No, Dark Souls 3 isn't the weakest. No,
Or-
it's either from my experience playing Elden Ring and then all three of the Dark Souls games. It is between Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2, because Demon Souls was the first Souls-like. The bosses are more like puzzle games than
actual
anything.
boss fights,
Yeah,
which is cool. I
and
guess.
then Dark Souls 2, the controls are weird. It's just naturally a weird game. It kind of strays a little from what made kind of Dark Souls, but it's still, it's still a Soulsborne game. It's still, enjoyable once you get the hang of everything.
Understandable. Now back to new releases.
Yeah.
Mafia: The Old Country. That's coming out this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
A new Mafia game? Oh, they shouldn't have. I feel spoiled right now. I'm gonna be honest. I love Mafia games. They're
Mm-hmm.
very much fun. Mafia 3, despite being the weakest in the series, still a great.
It's a good game.
I enjoy it a lot because I get to kill racists. It's funny. That's the same reason I love Wolfenstein, by the way.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
You get to kill Nazis in Wolfenstein. That's just fun.
Yeah.
Same with the new Indiana Jones games, which is apparently
Oh, yeah.
a 5 out of 5 masterpiece across the board.
Yeah.
I've seen gameplay, nothing but glowing reviews. I need to buy that game. At some point,
yeah,
I am buying that game.
Yeah.
It's
I'm surprised it didn't really, kind of tank because Indiana Jones.
Yeah, after
It's kind of fallen off in
after the
recent years.
after the Dial of Destiny, I'm shocked the game even got greenlit. I'm gonna be honest, but apparently it's actually good and reminiscent of old
like
Indiana.
original Indiana Jones.
And apparently Troy Baker does like a phenomenal job as Indiana Jones. I'm gonna be honest. I did some comparison between Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones impression
And the other one.
and Troy Baker. Troy Baker is near spotless.
Dang.
Like if you were
You
not
can't tell the difference.
Yeah, unless it was labeled, you would have a very hard time telling the difference. It is such a great impression of Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. And the combat's pretty fun. Like it's pretty basic combat, but the puzzles are good. The gameplay's apparently
Is it more
super
like
fun.
Is it more like a puzzle game or like?
It's like all the good parts of Wolfenstein.
But with like the puzzle solving.
It's kind of hard to describe the puzzles because it really makes you feel like Indiana Jones. It's
Okay.
it's a very
So
good
it's
game.
more
apparently.
immersive than kind of.
Yeah. You still get to punch Nazis, which is honestly 10 out of 10 phenomenal gameplay. I can beat a Nazi over the head with a vase. That's just good gameplay,
That's
man.
pretty fun.
That's great gameplay. Honestly, 10 out of 10 for that alone.
What else?
Anyway, but Mafia: The Old Country, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Mafia 2 was great. Mafia 1 apparently was a phenomenal game. Made you feel like you were in The Godfather. I haven't played the first one. I plan to get it eventually, but Mafia 2 and Mafia 3, being my only experience with the Mafia franchise, very fun. The opening mission
yeah.
in Mafia 2, so cool. You're basically an American soldier during World War II, or at least the end of World War II in the
No.
Pacific, or in the Italian theater. Very fun. Incredibly cool.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, the mob comes in and is like, yo, listen, the war's basically over. Mussolini's been dethroned. Give up, or, I'll shoot you myself.
Yeah.
And since everyone respects him, they're like, oh, it's the Don.
Oh,
Yeah, we give up, man. We're chill now.
Yeah,
we give up.
we're good.
Yeah, it was very, very cool opening for Mafia 2. Anyway, Mafia Old Country, I cannot wait to play because apparently it's set place like early on in the Mafia's, in the
Yeah.
in the Skeleton.
Series.
Yeah, not Skeleton. I forget the name of the main Mafia guy because I didn't play the first one, so I don't have a super strong connection with like the names of the characters. So anyway, Mafia: The Old Country gonna be fun. Hopefully, it looks good.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good from the trailers I've seen so far. I cannot wait.
isn't also back on the topic of newer games coming out. Isn't there a new Ghost game coming out? Like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei. I don't remember.
I think
the
it's
name
Ghost
of it.
Ghost of Yotei. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to
come
kinda,
out this year. I'm
Yeah.
not sure. I don't know. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima was like the peak of that story. I don't know what they can do for a sequel unless it's like completely unrelated to the first one. Which if that's the case, okay, I can maybe see what
But
they're
it's
going
set
for.
like in the future, so you can actually use like dual wield guns.
Yes.
So that's already peak.
Okay, samurai with guns. Yeah, you know what?
That's already peak.
Yeah, I'm
Take
gonna
my
be honest.
money.
That's peak. I might get a PlayStation just so I can buy that. I'm gonna be honest. That
Let's-
sounds good.
Um.
Oh yeah, crossovers. Dead by Daylight.
Oh, yeah,
Everyone remembers
and-
that. Five Nights at Freddy's.
And
They're getting
Five Nights at Freddy.
they're getting a crossover, man.
Which is gonna be so fun and so stupid.
Oh, dude, I wonder how it's gonna work out
They also recently had a crossover
with Castlevania.
No, not Castlevania. That was months ago. I forgot the name. You keep talking. I'll find it.
It well, from my experience recently playing Dead by Daylight, they've had a few crossovers recently. Nothing like major, just some cosmetics. I think the last
Yeah.
major crossover chapter was the Castlevania crossover.
Yeah, that was the recent major one.
The one before that was Chucky, and the one before that was Xenomorph, which was pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest; those
Yeah.
characters are very fun. Dead by Daylight just keeps on getting like more unique character ideas, and they're very good. But some of their older ones need reworks. Like Freddy needs a
Oh
massive
yeah,
rework.
Freddy is just bad. Like
Yeah.
bad. Here it is. Junji Ito. That's
Junji-
the. It's I think it's like that one thing that was on Adult Swim. Like the first episode was just very great animation, and then it kind of like fell off.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's that one. I'm not entirely sure. Let me double check.
Are you serious? That got a crossover in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, it's that thing with the weird girl with the hole in her head.
Yeah. I didn't watch that one.
But that it kind of makes sense for Dead by Daylight and it being kind of
Yeah.
horror-y. And
Yeah,
that
that
one
makes
coming in.
sense. The horror
Yeah.
game, okay, I can see why that would get a crossover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I kind of expected Squid Game to get a crossover before anything like that.
I've played these games before.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, Squid Games 2 was such a massive letdown in terms of just overall story.
Dude, and have you seen the main character? Dude, the shift from season 1 to season 2, it is just insane.
Dude, I don't get it. I don't know how they fumbled the bag so hard.
I think it's all right. The English
grandpa-
dub is very, very funny.
My grandpa hated Squid Game season 2. He despised it. He actually got so like this is the most worked up I've ever seen my grandpa get over a TV show. He hated season 2 so much. He thought season 1 was pretty good, but season 2 he despised it. He got so mad. And then I told him about Velma,
Oh God!
and
no.
he got so much more mad.
Did he watch it?
No, I just
No?
told him that yeah, I watched the first episode and hated it, and he was like, "Really? Is it that bad?" And then I told him why it sucked, and he was like, "No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
They made Scooby Doo without Scooby Doo. What are they mad?" He got so he was so infuriated.
That does sound really funny.
It was so that's the most he's never been more worked up about anything else. He has a plane that's currently in disrepair. One of the wings snapped.
Uh huh.
He was more mad about Squid Game season 2 and Velma being bad than he was about the plane wing snapping. It was so funny for no reason.
That is pretty funny.
Oh man, but yeah, no, 2025 is gonna be a great year for gaming.
2024 was just. It can rival 2020 in just the insane things that happened during this year.
2020. I'm gonna be honest. 2024 was the worst year for movies. We had Craven, Madam Web, the Borderlands movie, all
it
in the
was-
same year.
It's kind of in the middle because we have so many good movies and so many bad movies.
Dude, how does The Wild Robot come out in the same year as Craven the Hunter and Madam Web?
And Transformers 1 and freaking Deadpool and Wolverine. How did those?
Three movies were so good, and then we got the Borderlands movie. Oh, I hated that movie so much. Not as much as I hate The Cat in the Hat, because I hate the Borderlands movie even more. The Cat in the Hat looks like a 10 out of 10 Oscar-nominated movie compared to the Borderlands movie. I played the Borderlands games. I actually have a connection to the characters. And to see what they did to every single one of them and made them something... They messed up Krieg so bad. I'm so mad about what they did to Krieg. My psycho boy got massacred. His character, it's non-existent. I don't know what they did. They were on some magic when they decided to change those characters. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't know who thought, let's have Blackjack as Claptrap. Instead of, any of the other voice actors who have voiced Claptrap before. Let's have Jack Black, the guy who's in the Minecraft movie, also releasing this year in April, by the way.
I mean, in Sonic, in the Sonic movies, the main guy who voices Sonic doesn't voice him in the movies, and it still kind of works.
Yeah, it can work.
Yeah, and Sonic 3 came out.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely peak advertising, I'm just gonna say.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Keanu Reeves
As Shadow.
It's wild. I can't believe we got voice critical in a Sonic movie. Oh my god. Markiplier voiced Shadow the Hedgehog real in the new movie? It's crazy.
Yeah, 2024 was just a wild year.
And
it rivals
biggest
2020.
Ups, but the lowest downs.
And also, there was somebody getting exposed for being a Minecraft YouTuber, to put it lightly, every single month. Every month, it was someone new.
I'm pretty sure we got one in this first week. We pretty sure we got a new Minecraft YouTuber.
I think it was an actual Minecraft YouTuber that did it. Is this guy named Ziff or something?
No. We don't speak his name. Mainly because I already forgot it, and I don't want to remember.
But yeah.
Anyway, this year's going to be stacked for gaming and maybe cinema. I'm not sure the Minecraft movie's going to be good. I'm hoping it's...
Oh, there's also an upcoming Zelda movie that might come out.
Is it live action?
I believe so.
Why do they make everything live? Just animate it. It'd be so much... Yeah. You can do so much more with animation than you can with live action.
But yeah, hopefully the Minecraft movie is not mid.
I'm hoping it's fun bad, if anything.
Yeah, it's like me with Cat in the Hat. It's bad,
but it's a fun bad.
But it's like something you can watch with your friends and just laugh at it for how bad it is.
Yeah. Oh man. I really hope when Jason Momoa comes on screen, he's like, "Yeah, I'm Jason Momoa. I'm about to Jason Momoa all over the place." And then he proceeds to build a statue of Jason Momoa in Minecraft. I really hope that as a child, I yearned for the mind.
It is still in the movie.
Yes, I hope they keep that. I hope that's not just fake editing for most of the trailers. I really hope that's real.
I think it was an official trailer that had as a child I yearned for the mind.
It was.
That was a real trailer, and I hope they keep it in.
Same. I hope they actually reference it a second time in the movie, just for the hell of it. Oh, this year's gonna be stacked for gaming. Hopefully, I really hope the games.
Hopefully for movies.
For movies, they can't do worse than Borderlands 4. If they do,
or Kraven or Man and Web.
If they do somehow get worse than those three, they're using dark magic. Because there is no way you can make a Minecraft movie any worse than the Borderlands 4 movie.
Or Kraven.
Okay, Kraven and Madam Web, they just sucked. It was Sony's lack of Spider-Man Spider-Verse. That was cool.
Yeah, I think Sony is just trying to get away from the Spider-Verse kind of.
They're trying way too hard.
That's literally their. Everybody agrees that Spider-Verse is their peak cinema.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. They're trying way too hard to make some of their villains sympathetic. Kraven is not a sympathetic villain. He's the guy who would kill Spider-Man, bury him alive, and then pretend to be him just to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Kraven is. He's not some sympathetic bad guy or an anti-hero who happens to be hunting bad guys.
Nope.
He will hunt anyone who he deems worthy prey.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically the Predator from AVP.
Yeah, he's just the Predator from the Predator movies.
But human and really weird, and also really into skin-tight tiger outfits.
We don't question it. We don't question.
And Madam Web, oh my god, that movie was so boring. I fell asleep halfway through and I don't remember the final part.
Like, at least Morbius is kind of like a funny kind of bad.
Yeah. When he morbed all over the place a second time, peak cinema, how they wasted another $1 million airing that in theaters a second time because of a meme.
At least Morbius is a good kind of bad.
It still sucked.
It still sucked, but at least it's a good kind of bad. But all the other ones were just bad kind of bad.
Yeah. Anyway, but this year it's gonna be good.
Yeah, this year is gonna be good.
Who knows?
I do believe.
Who knows?
new
Maybe we'll
movie.
get more information on the new Metal Gear Snake Eater.
Oh yeah,
remake.
because that's a game that's gonna come out. I'm probably gonna buy that.
It might come out this year.
If so, I'll
But
buy
knowing
it.
Hideo Kojima, he made us decide, I'm going to push it back a bit more.
Well,
Just cuz.
All I know is that he actually sees like Metal Gear posts online and comments on them.
He does. He actually does.
Because I've seen like some Metal Gear memes where it's just like the standard Snake invisible meme, and he just comments on him. I don't know what he comments, but I know he comments. Anyway,
He's reposted a few of those
Yeah.
solid memes. Like whenever someone says solid and then it just, I don't hear a word they say. And it's just a picture of Solid Snake. Sometimes it's not even Solid Snake, it's Big Boss instead.
it's so stupid. Anyway, that's all the.
Anyway, that's really about everything that there's to say. I hope you
Yeah.
guys are having a great start to the new year. I know
Yeah.
I am.
I am too.
Oh man, I can't wait to film more episodes of this
Yeah.
podcast. Also, we may have a new intro. I know we haven't used one before.
Also, we might have an interview. Not this week, next week.
Yes, we might. Maybe.
Maybe.
We've
Who
been
knows?
saying this for like the past 3 episodes. So
Yeah.
who knows? It might happen.
It might happen.
Or we might talk about Klaus, which
Yeah, which is a good Christmas.
it's a very honestly, I just say it's a really good movie. Like it's just good. Like
Yeah.
Netflix originals are like really hit or miss. This one hit, and when it hit way above the belt. It was crazy. I don't know how they cooked, but they cooked, and they cooked superbly. It
They
is
did.
such a fire movie. Oh my god.
Anyway, other people need to use the studio, so that's all the time we have.
Yep.
Um.
Thank you for listening, and that's really about it. Peace.